With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And it's caught by Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon, 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 88, hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Rodgers now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Go to 50. Hey, you got 300. 300.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Moore, the man in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. McNair. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now McNair. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Let's go now. Cut back in. Cut back in. Rid.
On first down, it's McNair. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, McNair. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
McNair's throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw on second down, Steve McNair. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Back to Dillon on first down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, Gronkowski complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On play action, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Banks, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I...
And a second effort gets him in.
They gonna help you bum-ass niggas.
A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the take the lead here in this
You still gonna lose, bum ass nigga.
An extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds,
Scary ass nigga, you still gonna lose.
Unit onto the field. From the left half, this from 53 yards out.
Bum ass.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's McNair. Touchdown, Saints. Randy Moss, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
McNair to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And then we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, guys,
From the gun, here's McNair. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw, McNair. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now McNair. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Dillon. Oh, good move. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A.J. Dillon. A 22-yard scamper. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. McNair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game to come up.
Told you was gonna lose, bum.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside, but I'm not a moment. Time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up,